So some of you have asked why Legs is known as the legend. This is her. So just taking in the second lot to go through this morning. So we've got the earlies and the texels are also running with them too. So I'm going to take them in, and I'm just looking across at one of our parks of reseeding. Where is it there? Looks really nice and green. It got manured there last week, and although it's very wet, I'm just wondering if there'd be enough on it to put this last, what would there be, 60 plus 50 texels, so like 100, just over 100 maybe lambs on it, because I would quite like to wean them now. And I mean, as you can, I don't know if you can see here, but there's literally sweet FA here, and they're not going to do well on it. So yeah. Oh, decisions. I don't want to put them on it too early either, and then scuff myself for the rest of the lambs. You know, like eat it off too quick if it's going to stay cold and wet and miserable. Oh, but looking across 100 lambs on that part probably will look like absolutely nothing. Oh, it's a tough one to know what to do. And it's the price of lambs dropping. I mean, do we really want lambs ready? But then, is it going to keep dropping? Are we better getting them away now at this price than maybe a pound or two less? Tricky, I don't know. Lambs have dropped 90p last week. They were $7.90 and then they dropped to £7. They thought they were going to drop a pound this week, but they've dropped 80p this week, so they're back to $6.20 this week, which is actually, believe it or not, 20p less than what we were getting this time last year, because I looked back and it stuck at $6.40 for a good few weeks last year. So yeah, we're actually getting less than what we got last year for the lambs, which is not a good place to be in. This lot's mostly ewes now, to be honest. So this is the earlies and the texels. Shh. Come on, girls. We've been here before. There's also a rogue unclipped ewe. She had a sore foot, so I didn't gather at the time that these guys were getting clipped. And then, to be honest, I forgot about the last thing, because this lot obviously weren't in because they'd already been clipped. So come by. So I'm going to need to get my Rambo looked out and attempt to take the wool off her myself. Come by. It's my wee hoggy that lambed. Our lammy's doing well now. Actually weaned themselves, to be honest. I mean, like, see now, there's no buckle milk in those wee pouches, which is probably not a bad thing. Weaned themselves naturally. So some of you have asked why Legs is known as the legend. This is her. Hey, Leggies! So Legs was, believe it or not, actually a pet lamb. Oh, 12, 13 years ago, aren't you, darling? And for some reason I was allowed to keep her. Dad let me keep her, and she had 2 lambs every year. Didn't you, Leggies? 2 lambs every year up until, maybe 3 years ago now. And now she just lives her best retired life. Don't you? She loves cake. You get spoilt rotten, don't you? I had her chasing me around the farm. I mean, I was only young at this time. And she would come round with me. She would follow on behind me. She would run about with me. We had great adventures, me and Legs. And for some strange reason, like when we were growing up, obviously lambs were always for that reason of they would go into the food chain, pets and all. But for some reason, I was allowed to keep Leggies. I mean, when you think about it, hindsight, it probably wasn't a great idea because, I mean, to keep a lamb that went off her legs for an unknown reason Anyway, can confirm she's never done it since. So yeah, Dad let me keep her. I think it's a bit of fun, really, because like, you know, we'd like never kept pets before or anything, so this was like a first. So I got to keep her, and she went in lamb every year. Had twins, normally always 2 yow lambs, but yeah, just kept going back in lamb. Had really nice lambs, and yeah, she's still here to this day. Spoiled rotten, good girl. But yeah, she's an old gal now, but she's still looking good, living her best life. See what I love about this lot? They've been through this as many times, they just know the drill. And it's mostly yows now, and they just run like little rockets, and they know exactly what I want them to do, and they just do it. It's just lovely. Just love them. Just get them weaned. Right, that's it, I've decided. They're getting weaned. They're getting weaned, but the lambs need to get pushed on. They need to get better grass. The yows need a chance to recover before going back to the top in September, which is quite a thought because it's really not that far away. So yeah, that's it. Getting weaned today. Gonna set up. Whatever's ready, we'll go. Ooh, nice texel lamb. Whatever's ready, we'll go today. Whatever's not is getting weaned. So you can see here the yows are going out what's called gate 3. They're all going out that side, and all the lambs are getting weighed. Anything that is ready and will be going off farm today is coming out gate 2, so that's coming out my side. And as you can see, this one, it's not quite ready, so it'll be going straight forward. That's the lambs shed off. There's 60 of the cross lambs, early lambs left, and then about 40 or 50 texels. I haven't actually counted them. So these are all the lambs that'll be going to the reseed, and then you can see the yows at the back there. They're going to be going on to quite a bare field to dry off. Keep an eye on them, take them in, run through their feet, etc. Check the rudders once they've dried off. And yeah, then that'll form my early batch for lambing 2025, which is quite terrifying to say out loud. And then there's just a few ready at the back there. I think there's 15 that'll be heading off this afternoon with the rest. So yeah, on the whole, earlies have done really well again. Really pleased. They have had the absolute worst weather their whole life, and that's us down from like, I want to say like 270 lambs I think there was, to start with, so down to the final 60, and I need to double check with Pari, but I'm pretty sure it said they were averaging 38.8 what's left. So I'm hoping a wee bite on the reseed, a couple weeks, get over weaning, and hopefully they'll all be ready. Really wishful thinking, but you can try. Got the bigger of the pet lambs too, so just going to go through them and see. There was a few nearly ready last week, so just weigh them and see how they're getting on. See if there's a few more to go today, because they're obviously costing us with the creep, but it's fine to get them away at decent weights. So I'll just fire this old bad boy on. This is what we used to use to weigh all of our lambs. So we'd probably go through them, we'd have them like this in a race in the pens outside, go through them, sort of feel their backs, think might be to weigh, or put it in and see to gauge. So just put them in and then weigh them, and then that would give us an idea of what sort of size we were looking for. Pets are having fun in the pass, racing up and down. Warm, guys. These are coming in at like 43 kilos, these guys. So they'll be heading off this afternoon. See how many more we can get. That'll do. Good day. Wait. Taking the lambs to their new field now, so excuse the wilderness in this field. I would absolutely love to plough it and get it back into much better condition. Come by! Come by! So now is the fun part. Let's see how this goes. I'm hoping that I can keep them to this track, and then that way, that'll do, Ralph, that'll do, that'll do. Because they're going, I don't know if you can see it, but the gate's just up there. So if I can keep them on this wee track, we'll be fine. That'll do! But yeah, I took Ralph with me because he's just a wee superstar. Wait! Shh, shh, shh. Walk on. Shh. Come by. Shh, 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 shh. Walk on. Shh, 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 shh. Come on, lammies. Walk on. My wee hog that lambed accidentally, she is still here with the lambs and with her lamb, because he is that wee bit younger. So I'm going to leave them together for a wee while. That'll do. Put her on some good grass, because obviously she's still growing herself. Out. And look after her a wee bit, and then I'll pull the lamb off of her before too long, so that she does have a chance to recover again before tupping time. So this is one of the reseedings, and as you can see, grass is starting to come away nicely, lots of clover as well, which is good. So this got manure last week, so hopefully it'll start to come away now. Obviously we've just not had great weather, it's not been warm, it's just been shit. So yeah, there's obviously not a huge quantity, which is why I was a bit wary to put too many mouths on it too quickly. But there's only about 100 lambs there, so it'll do them for just now. Until hopefully we get some of the silage ground comes back a bit, and then can get them onto that and then give this a chance to thicken up at the bottom. Now we've got the ewes to go out, keep an eye on them, and yeah, try and get them back in good form for Tups going back in. That's the ewes weaned, heading out to a bearer sort of park. Just going to keep a close eye on them obviously, because I don't want any mastitis. There's also a couple just with a wee bit tender feet, so I'll get them back in and foot bath them, get them right, and hopefully get them fighting fit again for the Tup in a couple of months' time. That's just some of our autumn heifers that'll be calving next month too. They're out here, so the ewes will keep the grass down, and hopefully they won't get too fat and calves won't get too big. This is I've still got the lambs in batches, so this is the big batch that I had that I went through. He does not want all 106 that I've got ready, so I'm gonna go through them now and pick out the 2 heavy ones and give some of them an extra few days of life. So yeah, I'm going to pick them out now and then put them back with their mothers, and yeah, not much we can do about it. Just putting out one of these blocks. Oh, you can see it. One of these blocks is a bit faded, it's been sat in the sun, but this is a Remenco quality lamb block. So these blocks are great for finishing lambs. It's been proven to double weaned lamb daily live weight gains. We used them on our lambs last year, but because we had quite a lot of grass and quite a lot of lambs were away, they didn't take to it just as quickly as I would have liked. But I'm hoping that this year I'll get the lambs onto these blocks as soon as possible and just keep them growing, keep them thriving. It's full of energy, protein, minerals. It supports their rumen as well for rumen development. There's so many benefits to feeding these blocks. That's just a few because I can't remember them all, there's so many. But yeah, if you want to give them a try, or if you've got any more questions on them, then just give Remenco a shout. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to give you some more information on it, suggestions of when's best to feed it, etc. But yeah, definitely great for finishing lambs. Just thought I would do a wee update on the bulls. So we've got 2 in this shed here. This is Trojan, so this is our newest bull. They came out, we took them out there Friday, I think it was. So they have been in with the spring cows now for just shy of 10 weeks. And hopefully have been working very hard, and all the cows will be in calf. But no, we'll wait and see. So PDing will be probably about between 4 to 6 weeks from when the bulls come out. So yeah, they're on their holidays now. They won't be needed again until November. So they'll then go back in with the autumn cows. They'll be obviously bulling inside. The autumn cows will be inside at that point. So they get bulled inside. So he's been with a couple of batches of cows. We swapped them around and haven't seen anything repeating, but that doesn't mean that they're all in calf. He might come on for a wee scratch. He likes a wee pet. But yeah, he's still, obviously, he's lost a wee bit of condition because he's just been working hard, but he's still looking not too bad. Typical. He turns around, shows his ass to us, and then decides to do the toilet. just wait for that to be over. Come on. What are you saying, buddy? What are you saying? What are you saying? Oh boy. Come on then. You're sulking. Then along here we have got Maximus, so he's chilling at the back there. But he would be, he's actually our oldest bull now. I think I maybe showed him one of the videos. He's huge. He's just huge. Then in here we have Orlando and Razzle. Razzle's in proper holiday mode here. Chilling. Chilling. Yep, you can see they're all separate because obviously if you were put them together they would fight. Also we've just popped rings in with these two just to try and save a bit of wastage, because they do tend to, if you put the silage out here, they do tend to pull a lot of it in at their feet. So hopefully that'll try and save a wee bit. And then we do have one more Charlie, but he's with a group of in-calf heifers, just because they've all been scanned in calf, so he just runs with them, just to keep them separate. And then we've also got the black limousine bull too. So black limousine bull is coming up for, I think 10, maybe 11 years old. And he stays outside all year round. He gets 2 groups of heifers every year. But it's kind of at that stage now where how long do you push it before you get caught out? So I'm not sure if we're gonna maybe keep him and give him like half the heifers and buy a new one and give the new one like half and then swap them, or if we're just gonna get rid of him and then just get a new limousine. Not too sure at the moment, but yeah, that's a discussion to be had. So you can obviously see there at the moment the bulls are inside. That's for 2 different reasons. We have had quite recently, unfortunately, bulls have obviously fight. When they come out with cows, they want to work out who's the boss, who's in charge. So we have had a couple of cases recently that haven't ended well, unfortunately. So we are now quite wary to put bulls together. The other thing as well, obviously this year, because the weather is shocking, as I keep mentioning, but because the weather's so bad, there's obviously a lack of grass, and by putting the bulls back out to the grass, it would then also mean that we're taking up fields that we'll need to either make more silage off of or wean the lambs and the autumn-born calves onto. So we also then need regrowth for the autumn cows once they've calved. So it's at this time of year, it's always a wee bit of a juggling act. And obviously, putting bulls out to fields, they take up a big field. At the moment, we've got them inside, rightly or wrongly. I mean, I know people have a lot of opinion on that, and some people agree or disagree. But for just now, that's what we're doing at the moment. But yeah, I just thought I'd explain why they're inside. I mean, they've been out like 2 days. So, but that's where we're at the moment. What else has been happening? I have just been and bought some shopping, so I better go and put that in the fridge, get that into the house, and then I think I'm going to put the fire on because it is so flipping cold. Middle of July, and I'm actually considering putting the fire on. Anyway, that's the one thing we can't control, can't do anything about it. So I hope you have enjoyed this one, and we shall catch you for the next one. Keep an eye also on my social media channels, because I'm hoping to launch some new merch very soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. If there's anything in particular you guys would like to see, or any type products that you'd like, please pop them in the comments below and I can see what I can do. But thank you as always. I hope you've had a lovely weekend.